Have you ever met someone who made you believe in something you thought was already dead? For one Russian woman, love wasn't just dead. She believed it never existed in the first place. Cold winters, colder relationships, and years of emotional disappointment turned her heart into stone. Until one unexpected encounter, with a Filipino man, changed everything she believed about love, loyalty, and happiness. Today, you'll hear the story of how two people from opposite sides of the world proved that love isn't found, it's built. Her name was Anna. She grew up in the icy cities of Russia, places where winter lasts half the year, and people learn early how to survive the cold, both outside and inside. She watched relationships fall apart around her. Broken promises. People leaving without warning. Partners who only stayed until things became inconvenient. By the time she reached adulthood, she had a belief she repeated like a mantra. Love is fake. People only stay until they don't need you anymore. She wasn't angry. She was simply convinced that love was nothing more than a temporary illusion. But thousands of miles away, in the warmth of the tropics, lived a man named Marco. A Filipino with a smile so bright it felt like sunlight, the complete opposite of Anna's cold reality. Marco grew up surrounded by family gatherings, laughter, food shared with neighbors. A culture where love isn't just said, it's lived daily. His world was built on connection. Hers was built on caution. Two lives that should have never crossed. But destiny had a different plan. They met online, not on a dating app, not by searching. But by accident. A random comment. A shared interest in travel. A simple conversation that should have ended after a few messages. But didn't. Marco didn't try to impress her. He didn't try to charm her. He was simply kind, effortlessly kind. Anna wasn't used to that. So she kept waiting for the moment he would disappear. But the moment never came. As they spoke more, Anna discovered something strange. Filipinos love differently. Not with grand gestures. But with consistency. Marco checked on her every morning. He listened when she opened up. He made her laugh without trying. He cared without asking for anything in return. For the first time in her life, Anna felt something unfamiliar. Safety. The cold walls she had built for years, started to melt. Months later, Anna took a risk she never thought she'd take. She booked a flight to the Philippines. What she found there stunned her. Warmth. Hospitality. A culture where family treats strangers like relatives. And a man who wasn't pretending. He was genuinely everything he showed online. On a quiet beach at sunset, Marco told her words she never expected. I don't want to change you. I just want to be here, with you, through everything. For Anna, that was the moment her world shifted. Anna realized something powerful. Love isn't about perfection. It's not about grand promises. It's not something you find, it's something two people choose to build every single day. A Russian woman who once believed love was a lie. Learned from a Filipino man that love is real, not because it's magical. But because someone chooses to show up, again and again. And that's exactly what Marco did. After weeks of messaging, Marco finally asked if they could have a video call. Anna hesitated. She wasn't used to letting people see her world, her expressions, her guard. But something in his tone felt sincere. Gentle. Safe. She answered the call, and instantly regretted every second she spent doubting him. Marco's smile lit up the screen. Not a fake smile. Not a rehearsed one. A smile that felt like sunlight breaking through a gray winter sky. They talked for hours. About dreams. About fears. About the strange coincidences that brought them together. For the first time in years, Anna went to bed with a feeling she hadn't felt in a long time. Hope. Days turned into weeks. Messages into long conversations. Conversations into late-night confessions. Anna began to notice something unusual. Marco never tried to fix her. Never judged her. Never rushed her healing. He simply remained, steady, warm, and patient. And that's what scared her the most. Because the more she trusted him, the more she feared losing him. But every time she tried to pull away, Marco pulled her back with the simplest words. I'm here. Don't be scared of something good. Her walls didn't crumble in one moment. But quietly, piece by piece, they softened. Then came the day everything changed. Marco said, almost casually. One day. I hope you can see the Philippines. I want to show you my world. Anna laughed at first. Travel across the world. Move outside her comfort zone. Take a risk on a man she'd never met in person. Impossible. Or so she thought. But that night, lying in bed, she felt something she had never felt before. She wanted to see him. She wanted to see his world. She wanted to see if love could truly be real. 2 weeks later, she booked the ticket. A decision her old self would have never dared to make. As the plane landed in Manila, her heart pounded like she was stepping into another life. And in a way, she was. She walked through the airport, nervous, shaking, unsure. But then she saw him. Standing there. Holding a small sign that simply said, "Welcome, Anna." No dramatic gesture. No overwhelming rush. Just him, real, present, warm. He walked toward her slowly. And when their eyes met, every fear she carried, every doubt she held, suddenly felt small. He didn't try to hug her immediately. He didn't overwhelm her. He simply said, "You're safe now." And inside her, quietly, gently, something finally broke free. For the first time in her life, she let someone in. The drive from the airport was quiet at first. Not awkward. Just peaceful. Anna kept glancing at Marco, still surprised that he was real. That the same man who comforted her through a screen was now sitting inches away. He pointed out little details as they drove. The jeepneys painted like moving murals. Street vendors selling fresh mangoes. Kids laughing as they chased each other under the heat of the sun. To Anna, everything felt unfamiliar. But to Marco, everything was love. Love expressed in culture, in colors, in chaos, in joy. And slowly, Anna began to feel something she hadn't felt in years. Warmth. When they reached Marco's home, Anna froze. She wasn't prepared for what came next. His mother rushed out first, arms open, smiling wide. His siblings followed, shouting his name, excited to meet the girl he always talked about. Before Anna could react, she was swallowed into a sea of hugs, laughter, and questions spoken in a mix of English and Tagalog. She wasn't used to this. Back home, affection was reserved, controlled, polite. But here, affection was loud. Warm. Alive. And when Marco's mother took her hand and said, "You're family now," Anna felt tears sting her eyes. Not because she was overwhelmed, but because she finally felt accepted. They sat on the sand, listening to the tide. Marco turned to her and said something she would never forget. "I'm not here to change you. I just want to be someone you can trust. Someone who stays. Not a promise of forever. Not a dramatic declaration. Just a simple truth, and that truth meant everything." Anna finally understood what made Filipino love different. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't loud. It wasn't temporary. It was steady. Kind. Dependable. The kind of love she never believed was real. Until she found it. As Anna and Marco's story shows, love isn't always loud. It isn't always perfect. And it doesn't always arrive when we expect it. Sometimes, love appears in the quietest ways. Through patience, kindness, and someone who chooses to stay. Even when you're still learning how to let them in. Their story reminds us that distance doesn't stop love. Cultures don't divide people. Fear doesn't have to win. What matters is finding someone who sees your scars. And loves you not despite them. But because they helped shape who you are. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today. And tell us in the comments. Do you believe true love still exists? Thank you for watching. Where real stories remind us that love, in all its forms, is still the most powerful force in the world. Until next time. Stay hopeful. Stay kind. And never stop believing in love. Please subscribe.